on Thursday, Melissa Nelson, the state attorney of Jacksonville's 4th Judicial District, announced the arrest of Shanna-Fernandez, the ex-wife of slain Microsoft executive Jared Bridegan, for his murder more than 18 months after he was fatally shot in front of his toddler daughter. Nelson addressed reporters, emphasizing the hard work that had been put in to unveil the truth. She said Shanna Gardner's indictment acknowledges her part in the callous, premeditated murder of Jared Bridegan. Kirsten Bridegan, Jared's widow, had an emotional reaction at the press conference and uttered a few words through her tears. From the start, Kirsten felt certain that Fernandez was behind the murder. She stated, "From the very beginning, I knew that she was the one responsible for this." Though authorities have not specified the exact details of the new evidence against Fernandez, who is the parent of 11-year-old twins with Bridegan, they arrested her in West Richland, Washington, at around 9 a.m. Thursday. 2 arrests have already been made in relation to the crime. Mario Fernandez, the husband of Bridegan's ex-wife, and his former tenant, Henry Tennant. Nelson's office is seeking the death penalty for both Fernandez and her husband in the murder of Bridegan, a software developer for Microsoft who was killed in a wealthy suburb of Jacksonville Beach on February 16, 2022. Allured by a tire lying in the center of the street, the man stepped out of his car only to be struck by bullets right in front of his daughter, Bexley, who was strapped in her car seat. Astonishingly, a few bullets made contact with the inside of the car, coming dangerously close to Bexley. Just minutes prior, Bridegan had delivered his twins to his ex-wife's house and was heading home to meet his new wife and their daughter, London. Though they had divorced in 2015, Bridegan and his former partner still continued to quarrel over finances and the custody of their children right up until his untimely demise. In the face of increasing public attention, Fernandez retained a renowned criminal defense lawyer. Subsequently, she relocated to the Pacific Northwest and forbid her twins from speaking to their half-siblings, Bexley and London. Her parents, being affluent in the Mormon community and owning a large papercraft company, set up an LLC and bought her a luxurious $1 million home in West Richland. A few weeks after Tennant, aged 61, was apprehended, it came to light that he had been living in one of Fernandez's rentals. In March, the investigation drew nearer to Fernandez as her estranged husband was taken into custody in Orlando. It was reported that she had formed an alliance with Tennant for at least 6 weeks prior to Bridegan's untimely passing, which orphaned his 4 kids. A staff member at a nearby tattoo parlor divulged that shortly before the divorce, Fernandez had inquired about a person who could silence her ex. She acknowledged making this comment in an interview with a newspaper. However, she refused any involvement in the demise of her former partner. The police investigation against Fernandez intensified in March with the arrest of her estranged husband in Orlando. The prosecutors believed that Fernandez had formed an alliance with Tennant to murder Bridegan, depriving his 4 children of their father. Moreover, a worker from a tattoo parlor told that before the divorce, Fernandez had inquired whether he knew of anyone who could silence Bridegan. When asked about this during an interview with a newspaper, she accepted making the comment but rejected any part in her former husband's death.
So what happens next?